This is the second of two sections for the men's 5,000 meters. It is the featured event, the last event, not only on the track today, but on our Battle Road Track Club Twilight Meet calendar for the 2022 season. So let's make it a good one, Greg.
Yeah, Ari, it's been a really great Twilight series this spring, coming back after a 2-year hiatus due to COVID. It's been great to see everyone show up and race. We've had some amazing competition, PRs, some surprises, and now we're down to the final event, this men's 5,000 meters.
So tell us who's on the track, Greg.
Yeah, so out in the early lead right now is Ryan Gallagher. He is seated at 13:49.
That is quick.
Which is very quick, and it's about 35 seconds faster than the second seed.
But as we've seen today, the top seed does not always win the race. For many a heat, whether it was Holly winning, whether it's Amy winning, both Battle Road members, of course. So there's that hometown boost.
That's true.
But there's just because you have the top seed does not necessarily mean you will win the race. But he is off to a big start already.
Yeah. So second seed here, Aaron Willingham will be looking to be in the mix, maybe chase down Gallagher for that lead. We also have Ian Forsberg, Timothy Gill from Battle Road, Sean Meehan, Max Sloan Anderson, Charles Tuttle, Aaron Lucci from Battle Road, Michael Creedon, Chris Angelo, Michael Schlichting, Henry Gartner, Ken Vanacco from Battle Road, and Cameron Cook from Millennium Running. Gotta say, Ari, I am freezing up here.
It has gotten chilly. Well,
you can hear it in my voice. I'm shivering, trying to stay warm. Did not think I would need anything more than a light jacket
on June 18th. Yeah. Well, the sun almost graced us with its presence about 20 minutes ago. But then it decided, nah, I might wait till tomorrow. So unfortunately, it is a bit chilly here at the final event. But, I'm getting chills with excitement, actually, Greg, as I expect a great battle, if not for first, at least for second and third, because we have a great chase pack here filled with a lot of times, a lot of low 14 times. Am I right?
Yeah, so behind Gallagher, this chase pack will tell you who's in that as they come around. It looks like Aaron Willingham, Ian Horsberg, Sean Meehan, Tim Gill, Charles Tuttle. They are all seated around 14:25 to 14:45, with 14:30 being the sweet spot in the middle there.
Yeah, and as you may have heard over the PA announcer, right now our leader is only on pace for 14:15, which is an amazing time, but certainly not his PR. And I think that is partly due to the conditions we are dealing with today. I would say it's unlikely for someone to set a huge PR today, but still some very fast times probably will be set today.
Yeah, and it's hard to PR. It's always hard to run faster than you've ever run before, especially if you're out there by yourself. It's maybe not ideal conditions, but Gallagher looking really smooth through his first kilometer here.
Yeah, he's really going for it. He's not worried about what the others are racing. He's going to race on his own. He's going to race and get a good time. And it seems like he will do that right now, but it is a long race. We've seen other people with big leads lose it before. Just in this last men's heat, Ryuji Mano led the whole way, and then an amazing kick from Alan Bashir caught him. So I don't know that will happen in this heat, but I wouldn't rule anything out.
Yeah.
Gallagher, the leader from the gun, now
These
approaching
guys
1,600
are
meters. This is 4
moving
laps
fast.
of the race, 4:33.
They'll have to do some calculus on how their body's feeling and what their fitness is to both maintain a fast pace throughout the race, but also leave something for a kick in the end.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
So we see our leader,
Ryan Gallagher.
Ryan Gallagher way out in front, and then in the chase pack, we have hometown hero for Battle Road, Tim Gill, trying to fight up there, again in one of those podium places for second and third. And then we also see, our captain, Aaron Lucci, out there fighting real hard, fighting the good fight, trying to get a great time. And then Ken Bonaccio also looking to set a great time here. He's run some marathons recently, some real longer races, trying to get some good times the 5K. This is the second section, and a lot of the guys in the slower sections set great times. So, there's still all to play for here.
Yeah, Aaron Lucci throwing a party at his house after the meet for the team, like any good captain would. If you're listening to this commentary on YouTube, I'm sorry, the party has already happened. I'm sure it was awesome, and you will have wished you were there.
Anyway, Ryan Gallagher out in front by, I would say, about 75 meters now, really looking smooth. And, that's the key to the game, isn't it? In these kind of temperatures, it's a little cooler than you're used to over the last month of training. And that can throw your body off a little bit. So just got to stay out there, stay relaxed, keep working hard, and, he'll do great. But, for someone like Tim Gill, I think it's smarter to stay behind in the chase pack. I don't think you want to lead the chase pack. I think it's better to be in the upper part and just make sure no one else gets away from you, because then you can let them do the work for you. You can have them break the wind a little bit, and hopefully you can fight for second and third. Would you agree with that, Greg?
Yeah, so Aaron Willingham is doing the leading for this second pack, and I gotta say, I will probably root against him when it comes down to the kick, because he's been doing all the work, and there are 5 hungry guys on his tail just waiting to pick him off.
And this is the featured event, so there's prizes for the top 3. So there, you always, of course, want to beat your competitors. Everyone's out there to do their best, but there's some extra monetary incentive out there for these podium places.
6 to go.
Yeah, and Ryan Gallagher has 6 laps to go. He's out there in the kit of Providence College.
That's a home of Joseph Hurton, isn't it not?
Yes. Providence College, most famous for being the alma mater of our very own Joseph Hurton. And yeah, Aaron looks
it's
to
a
be
very
a
small
little
school.
hurting
Actually,
right
I hadn't
now.
heard of it until Joseph mentioned.
Gallagher approaching 7 laps, 800 meters.
Ryan Gallagher just looks very smooth, very relaxed. You really haven't seen a change in his stride, which is kind of exactly what you want.
Yeah, he's looked very consistent this whole time.
His arms are still, just working side to side a little bit, but very consistent motion. There's a reason he's got number 1 on the singlet. He's showing that right now. The chase pack is now about a little over, actually, 100 meters behind. So it would take an incredible final, mile and a half from the chase pack to catch him. But all it takes is one surge of muscle tightness, to change those types of things. So we'll see. It looks like one person has fallen off the second chase pack, so now it's a chase pack of 5 rather than 6. But Tim Gill still right up in there.
Yeah, Aaron Willingham, who was in second place for most of the race up to this point, has unfortunately fallen out the back.
Yeah, and again, I would say that, your best chance in that second chase pack is to be actually at the back of it. I think where Tim Gill is right now is a real good spot.
Yep, and they went through 3K right at about 9 minutes on the nose, so getting towards 15-minute pace for the full race.
Ryan Gallagher doing all the lonely, hard work out there in front. No pacer to help him, and that doesn't matter. He's still killing it.
Meanwhile, Gallagher approaching 4 to go.
Just a mile to go for Ryan Gallagher, under 10 minutes, about like 9:50, and then we have the chase pack, right here.
Yeah,
Working.
that is Ian Forsberg moving up into second place ahead of Sean Meehan.
And that was about 10:10 for the chase pack, so they're about 16 seconds back of, or a little more back of Ryan Gallagher. The wind's still gusting around. It's not crazy consistent, but when it's gusting and get in their face on the backstretch, it is a little bit brutal. Really can break up your momentum, and some of these guys, you say, get into a rhythm and find their pace, but it's much harder to do that when you're getting hit with the face full of wind. Is that right?
Yeah, and it makes your splits a bit uneven. I don't know if these guys are checking their pace every 200 meters or if they have a coach or a friend or someone out there with a watch, but when the wind is blowing like this, you could say you're running 70 seconds per lap, you might hit 200 in 37 and the other 200 in 33.
And Tim Gill now, the chase pack had become 5, now it had become 3, and now Tim Gill is taking the lead of the chase pack. He has moved up into second place with just 3 laps to go. So that's a little bit early to go, but they are creating a battle for second through fourth. So 2 out of those 3 guys will likely end up in the prize pool. So that's good for them. Ryan Gallagher still out in front, but actually the gap has actually closed down a tiny bit. It has gone from 110 to maybe 100. But for the lead Ryan was building, that's actually a significant trend that is actually going the opposite direction now, where the other guys have started to unwind a little bit. Of course, Ryan hasn't felt any pressure yet, so there's no reason for him to really kick it up.
I would say Ryan maybe looks a little less comfortable coming around this time than we've seen the past couple laps.
Yeah, fighting it just a little bit, but it's also the wind has picked up a little bit with 2 to go now for Ryan.
Yeah, and Tim Gill looks really strong, having made his move.
Yeah,
he's now in second
yeah.
place.
Third place has fourth place has fallen off, but third place man is still right behind Tim Gill, so he's going to have some work to do over this next 800 meters if he wants to pick up the silver medal in this final featured event at the Bentley University track. Ryan Gallagher still out, still looking pretty comfortable, as Greg mentioned, maybe not perfectly comfortable, but one would expect that with 600 meters to go in a 5K, you probably don't feel perfectly comfortable. So that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I don't think anyone feels comfortable at this point, but Tim Gill was the second place finisher at the 10,000 featured event 2 weeks ago. So
also see
he's got
Ken Venaccio coming around, trying to get a great time. Aaron Lucci also working very hard, but right now it's all about Ryan Gallagher with still a big lead for first. Tim Gill opening up the lead for second place over the chase pack guys, but certainly not an insurmountable lead there. Ryan Gallagher with an 80 meter lead, so it has closed a little bit. He is slowing. If Tim can create a huge surge there, it's not unbelievable that it would close him down, but I think as long as Ryan keeps composed, he should win this. He's still 80 meters is still a hell of a lot to close down.
Yeah, Gallagher looks like he has picked it up.
Yeah, now he's got his last surge. Tim Gill, though, making a very strong move away from third and fourth place. He wants that silver medal. He wants that prize. Ryan Gallagher, though, 200 meters to go, lapping people as he does it. Great run from our lead man from start to finish. Ryan Gallagher opened up a lead within 200. He's kept that with 200 to go. He comes down the final straightaway with a 50-meter lead Brian Gallagher, Providence, Jersey, #1 hip number, will win the men's 5,000 meter event, featured event at the Battle Road Twilight Series. Tim Gill flying down the back stretch. Tim Gill takes second place for Battle Road, hometown hero. What a run from Tim Gill. He did everything he needed to do and stayed with that chase pack until it was time to make his move with 1,200 to go. I thought it was a brave move at the time, but he knew when it was time to go. And a lot of great finishes here as people getting, still in about 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes. A lot of fast times. Now we see Aaron Lucci with 80 meters to go.
Kicking it in.
Aaron Lucci, very strong finish from him. Lucci trying to make a great time, getting under 5:30, 5:23 about there. Great run from him. A huge field with a lot of great competitors. Some other guys coming around now. See Ken Venaccia, also from Battle Road, making it down the home straightaway. Just kicking it in. Great time. It's a tough field out there, and he battled the whole way. This whole field was under 16 minutes, which is very impressive.